Hello everyone. I need to apologize up front for this 2011 3 Blaster Box score break. I have a built-in webcam on the monitor, and we recorded the break today, and for some reason it will not upload at all for me. I had to go out and I bought a different webcam, and basically now I have to just do a recap of this. I apologize. You know, if somebody wants, actually I could probably play. I don't have to try to figure it out, but I could try playing the break and recording it on this camera if you want to see it. But basically I'm just going to do the recap on this. Here were the people, the teams that were won and bought. Move this in here. Back it up some. There's really just about 4 of you, and that was it. Finkster ended up winning everything. So, once again, I apologize. This should have been done earlier today. I still have 2 more breaks to do. So, Arizona Cardinals went to Coyote. Here's what we had. We had Adrian Wilson, Quant Sturdivant, Robert Hausler, Beanie Wells, Larry Fitzgerald, Jay Feely. Chicago went to Seacool. You got Greg Olson, scorecard, Lance Briggs, Matt Forte, a complete players Devin Hester scorecard, Greg Olson, Brian Urlacher, Earl Bennett. And then the Dallas Cowboys went to Safe Guy. You got Marion Barber, Jason Witten, Tony Romo, DeMarco Murray, hot rookies, Brady James, Dez Bryant, a Gold Zone Jason Witten, and a Dwayne Harris. Now comes the big fun stack. Rest of all of these go to Finkster. He's a huge pile here in front of me. Let's see what we can go. Let's go here. So Finkster, you ended up with Von Miller, Quoshan Marino, Raheem Moore, Elvis Dumerville, Eddie Royal, Quoshan again. Green Bay, you had Aaron Rodgers, Greg Jennings, Jermichael Finley, Devon House, Clay Matthews, Nick Collins, Donald Driver, Aaron Rodgers, Greg Jennings, Ryan Grant. Colts, you had Donald Brown, Pierre Garcon, Robert Mathis, Dallas Clark, Peyton Manning. Dolphins, you had Chad Henne, Carlos Dansby, Daniel Thomas, Jake Long, Clyde Gates, Brandon Marshall, Chad Henne. For the Vikings, you got Adrian Peterson, Sidney Rice, Gold Zone Sidney Rice, Visanthe Shenko again, Toby Gerhart. For the Patriots, you got Rob Gronkowski, Tom Brady, Shane Vernon, Stephen Ridley, Jared Mayo, Deion Branch, Danny Woodhead, Aaron Hernandez, Brandon Tate, Stephen Ridley. For the Saints, you had Jimmy Graham, Reggie Bush, Mark Ingram Hot Rookies, Roman Harper, Drew Brees, Marquise Colston Scorecard, Cameron Jordan, Marquise Colston. For the Giants, you had Justin Tuck, Greg Jones, Gerald Jerrigan, Eli Manning, Steve Smith, Terrell Thomas. Okay, for the Jets you had, try to get it right here, Darrelle Revis, Braylon Edwards, Santonio Holmes, Muhammad Wilkerson, Mark Sanchez, LaDainian Tomlinson, Dustin Keller, Santonio Holmes, Brad Smith, Darrelle Revis, Braylon Edwards. For Oakland, you had Lewis Murphy, Tywan Jones, Lewis Murphy, Zach Miller, Jason Campbell, Tywan Jones. Philadelphia, you had Brent Selleck, LaShawn McCoy, Jeremy Maclin, Asante Samuel, Stanley Avila, Nate Allen, Dion Lewis, Michael Vick. For Pittsburgh Steelers, you had Lawrence Timmons, Troy Polamalu, Curtis Brown, Hines Ward, Mike Wallace, Heath Miller, Brett Kessler. For the Rams, you had Mark Clayton, James Laurinaitis, Austin Pettis. For the Chargers, you had Malcolm Floyd, Darren Sproles, Vincent Brown. For the 49ers, you had Colin Kaepernick, Ronald Johnson, Patrick Willis, Aldon Smith, Kendall Hunter, Frank Gore, Josh Morgan, Justin Smith, and Patrick Willis. For the Seahawks, you had Mike Williams, John Carlson, Justin Forsett, Leon Washington, Chris Durham. For the Bucks, you had LeGarrette Blount, Carnell Cadillac Williams, Gerald McCoy, Cadillac, Barrett Rudd. For the Titans, you had Stephen Tulick, Jake Locker, Rob Baronis, Michael Griffin, Mark Marion, Cortland Finnegan, Nate Washington, Cortland Finnegan, Michael Griffin. Scorecard, Randy Moss, Hakeem Ayers. And for the Washington Redskins, you had Chris Cooley, Santana Moss, Brian Aracapo, London Fletcher, LaRon Landry, Leonard Hankerson, and London Fletcher. Now, for the teams that did not sell, never had bidders on, I'll show you them. There was Atlanta Falcons. We had a Tony Gonzalez, Julio Jones, Jason Snelling, John Abraham, Julio Jones, Roddy White, Tony Gonzalez, Brent Grimes, Jaquez Rogers. The Baltimore Ravens. There was Terrell Suggs, Torrey Smith, Todd Heap, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, Anquan Bolden, Haloti Ngata, Joe Flacco, Ed Reed. The Cincinnati Bengals, there was Ryan Whalen, Carson Palmer, Cedric Benson, Carson Palmer. For the Jaguars, there was Darrell Smith, Mike Sims Walker, Mike Thomas, Darrell Smith, Mike Sims Walker, Mike Sims Walker, Maurice Jones-Drew. For the Browns, there was Joe Thomas, Joe Hayden, T.J. Ward, Jordan Cameron, Josh Cribbs, Joe Thomas. Greg Little, Owen, Maurice. Panthers, there was Steve Smith, Jimmy Clausen, David Geddes, Mike Goodson, Chris Gamble. For the Kansas City Chiefs, there was Dwayne Bowe, Jamal Charles, Jonathan Baldwin, Thomas Jones, Eric Berry, Jamal Charles, Dwayne Bowe, Dexter McCluster, Steve Johnson, Aaron Williams, Steve Johnson, Kyle Williams, C.J. Spiller, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Titus Young, Nick Farley, Mike LaShure, Louis Delmas, Nate Burleson, Dominic Sue, Calvin Johnson Jr., Houston, there's Mario Williams, Brooks Reeds, Kevin Walter, and Kevin Walter. That was the cards that nobody bid on, and that was all the cards from that break. Once again, I apologize. I don't even know, I have no idea what happened. It just will not upload that video. I can try to see if I can play it on this monitor and record it with this camera. If you guys want to see it that way, I don't have an issue doing that. I don't know if I can, so we'll just see what happens. But I'm going to go ahead and put this one out for now. The 2012 score 3 blaster that I have. I'm going to end up doing that tomorrow because now it's 4:30 in the morning. I'm going to go get some sleep, get back up around noon and do these. I've got the 2012 3 blaster pack score, and I have the 2012 Inception that should have been done yesterday. So I apologize. Please bear with me on this, and hopefully there's no issues. Thank you. Bye.